Hello everyone, welcome to our third Jenkin video. In this video, I'm gonna show you uh, to continue our previous discussion, but in this video, I'm gonna create a new job, which is a pipeline job, and this is something that we'll need to learn. Um, so pipeline and multi-configuration projects, these two types are used more often in a company, right? So I will talk about this. Let's say Spring Boot's project. Let's create a pipeline project, and we will see everything here, but let's not do anything. Let's save it. Now let's get back to here. Now we can see Freestyle project and Spring Boot project. Let's get back to here. And you may ask, where are those configuration steps that we previously saw, right? They are actually in config. So you're not missing anything. They're all here. So let's just take a quick skim through this configuration. It's pretty straightforward. What we need to pay attention, let's not you know let's not focus on any of these, um, but this is the discussion, description text, and you can check GitHub, and then you can give a URL, and all these are going to be a meta information. Are not going to trigger or provide a URL to let Jenkins check out your code. The right place to for your source control management is right here in a pipeline called SCM. You select that, and then you will see SCM. If in theory we should have a lot of SVN, CSV, some legacy ancient source control management, but a lot of those has been obsolete, replaced. So currently the most robust one is the Git. So it's kind of little funny, you have a drop down list and you only have like two options, Git and none, right? So let's select Git, and then let's go and grab that URL for, let me open a different instance. Oh, sorry, I might already have one. Do I have one? Maybe not. Maybe not. But I'm going to log in as my personal. Oh no, I do have one. I do have one. Apologize. So I'm going to close this, and I'll use this, and I'll make sure that this project is public as of now, because I want to show you the simplest building process, and then credential is going to be none. Um, and also let's make sure that this is main branch. This is not master branch, and master branch never happened. So it was never there. In a previous video, um, I show you the how to check it, the branches on the web page, right? Jenkins web server, but sorry, the GitHub server. But in this command line, I'm going to show you how to do the mm, GS, how to check out the branch in here, right? So I'm in the right repo right now. So I will do git branch. You can see that I do have a main branch. There is no master branch. So let's make sure that. And there is also a my branch. I'm currently on my branch. And then if you want to see, well, what is in the remote branch, and then there is one more. This in the GitHub video, I'm going to show you more Git commands over there. But right now, let's just focus on recognizing be aware of what kind of branches we have, and make sure that it's either main or it's any existence of branches that's in your repo, right? From that, and we have a Jenkinfile, which is has to be in your project layouts, which I will show you later. And let's save it. Let's save it, and let's get back to our project, and let's talk about what the Jenkins is going to be an idiot, and it's going to be clueless about what you're trying to do. So the instruction that we're going to provide for the Jenkins server to execute a job is actually to provide a Jenkins file, and you can look at here. This is almost like a dummy empty project. So all these are empty steps and skeletons. And this is a skeletons, and this is like agent adding basically means it's a placeholder. I do mention I need a Maven 3911, and you can change it to some other available versions. And I'll show you what do I mean by any other available versions. In here, the real job is to do a Git branch and check out code. Check out a main branch code from this URL, and then um, in the testing stage, I'm basically just uh, testing out that in this Jenkins Docker container, I do have Git, I do have Maven, so I want to check them. If some of these is spitting out errors, and then I know something is not good, right? And we will also get to the log. I will show you how do I know that if there is any error happen, right? Later on. And this is the Maven clean test. This is example for testing out the Maven is actually functioning. The extra job to actually get the jar file is this build and this archive artifact. Normally, when we learn Nexus storage, Nexus repo, which is used to store your actual jar file for other people to access online and download, we will need to add another stage, which is something that we will learn later in the Nexus module and in the future weeks. But right now, what we do is actually doing a building using Maven clean package. And I will skip all the tests because the tests are going to take time. And then for some of the online projects, um, which the online open source developers did not carefully crafted the test files, and they will fail. So the main code, Java code will pass, but the test will fail. So to avoid all the hassles, I just skip all the tests and then do a clean, meaning that I delete everything, intermediate files, classes, dots, class byte file, byte class files, or binary files, or anything that you can imagine. The jar files that were previously uh, produced, and I'll delete them all using Maven clean, and then I'll do a package which is going to repackage and then generate this directory. And this particular jar. So let's do that. I think everything's ready. We let's review what we got. So far, we only did one thing, that we copied these, and then we did not provide any credentials because this project is a public repo, right? The second thing that we confirm is that, okay, I fixed the branch. So I make sure that my main branch is there, and then um, this is change and stay with the main branch. Well, if it was called master, then you're gonna create something called master in your repo, which I try to avoid it right now. And everything is being instructed, guided through this Jenkinfile, which is in my code layout you found right in here. Now, what I want to do is that I will save it and I will build it. Now, next, I will show you how I find out all the errors and where we find out all the logs. And then this red, it's executed in less than it's only like a few seconds, less than a minute. And let's go ahead and check out the console log, and then you guys are going to find out, oh, something happening here. So so you there are many ways you can do this. First way, I will have to say congratulations because you see some errors, and then error is always your friend, not your enemy, because if you have no clue where this is coming from, uh, if you think about it, the only thing that we provided so far is this repo, right? And in this repo, and this is the only file, just like a Docker file. And let's skim through, and then you will find out, oh, this is the problem. So that's the problem. So there are multiple ways you can solve this. At least three ways I can think of. The first way is that you delete this whole part, save this file, and it will work, right? The second solution, which I will show you here, is that let's click on this gear button to say manage Jenkins. And let's go to tools. These tools, look at these tools and these tools, um, they are related. So here's the tools. Tools are meaning is a place where we guarantee that we're going to have Java in a container. We want to make sure that we have a Git, and this Git binary is populated in here automatically, meaning that we do have Git in a container. Otherwise, your Git version check test stage will fail, and your Git checkout will fail as well, right? So now we have also Ant and Gradle. These are other package management for some projects to build. Um, and I can tell you that Gradle is up to date. It's using Groovy programming languages for scripting. And Gradle is as popular as Maven, but in this example, we just use Maven, right? And Ant is something very ancient. You can just skip all these. To me, there aren't a lot of stuff in here. So let's click on adding Maven. Maven, let's take a look. So in this particular Docker container, it provides, and I'm pretty sure it pre-installed all these versions of Maven. Or if not, you specify one and then it will go and grab it for you. In this case, I think it's already pre-installed. So what you want to do is that you want to make sure that you have this version and you also have this version typed here. If you don't do that, you type DDD, for instance, you save it. And let's get back to the job, Jenkins project, and let's build another job. You will see another failure instantly. And then let's go back to check, and you will see, wow, the problem is the same. So let's get back to the tools. Let's get back to the tools like this. Let's get there, and then let's go to tools. Let's check this again. You see Maven right now had the installation, but this DDD is not good. So another fix, this is the second solution you can fix the problem, is that you type same exact version there, and you save it, and you get back to the job, to Jenkins, and then build one more time. Okay, let's click on this because this time it's going to be successful. I'm expecting it's going to be successful, but it's going to take a while. So I would like to switch to this log view. You see the console output, and I would like to show you what is going on. And on the other hand, let's check this process window and see if there's anything there. Um, let's take a look. Let's take a look, and then you come here. And it spits out quite a bit because a lot of these uh, Maven Spring Boot project process is to download the jar files from the POM, the dependencies, and did a lot of downloads. So you have to have a window external internet access to be able to finish this, right? Um, if you disconnect it from internet, but instead you look at this. This is the sample example where it actually display all the internal Java beans that's expected, and then you can see this icon. If you use Spring Boot, that means Spring Boot server is almost started. Yes, this is a controls uh, hello controller test. Let's scroll down one more, and you can see it does take quite a while, right, to finish everything. Let's just scroll down all the way to the bottom and see, oh, it's successful. So what does it mean by successful? Successful looks like your job is done, right? But not necessarily. How are we going to confirm that it says successful, but previously also it says successful, but it didn't do anything? But right now, how do we know it's successful? Look at here. So this jar file was actually placed um, in here, inside of the slash var slash Jenkins home slash workspace and slash Spring Boot project and target. All right. You can take a screenshot for that to prove that, oh, I was able to build it. But then there is another place. If you click this status and you will see, wow, this is the Spring Boot complete stuff, right? So let me try to go to my download directory. Let me go to my download directory like this. Let me check all the jar files. Let me remove all the jar files. All right, so it's clean right now. What I want to do is that I'm going to double click on this and you see, oh, it's downloaded. Where it is, it's actually here, right? So let me go to the command line and do a ls.jar. You will see that file is here. Is that clear? So with this screenshot and this screenshot, you actually can prove that you built this successfully. But in order to make sure that this is built successfully, we have to run it. So the correct way, remember the Docker file, the last line, how we run a executable jar for a web app is actually this. So you have java-jar spring boot .jar and then you run it and you see this again. You see all these it says port 8080 has been used. Okay, so that arrow basically means this is the server and this guy is being run. So I have to terminate that. So let's get to let me close this. Let me also close this. Let me see where my Jenkin process is being run. I'm gonna open up another command line window here. I'm gonna do docker ps. You see that this guy is being run, right? So I say docker container stop. So this container is stopped. Let's make sure it's stopped. Yes. So once it's stopped, it will release the port 8080. So I'm gonna run this one more time on my right hand side. And you can see this is running and my web server should be up as of now. Okay, if I do local 8080, you see that greeting from Spring Boot. Is that right? I believe there is also a house. No. Okay, that's fine. I forgot the endpoint that I implemented, but this is the web server that is being running. So up to here, we proved that our code is running. Okay, I will stop this video for now, and I'll see you in the future videos. Okay.